So the church is not anti-science. And I know that you come from a philosophical background. That was kind of what you were attracted to show the philosophical underpinnings of the church's teaching.
Yes. So again, as I mentioned, bioethics, and certainly Catholic bioethics, is a very interdisciplinary field. Many of my colleagues in the field come from theology. Personally, I don't. I studied philosophy at university. I'm writing a doctorate in moral philosophy at the moment. So I don't consider myself a theologian in the academic sense, which is not to say that my own academic work in bioethics doesn't crisscross into theology. But I think when you approach Catholic bioethics as a philosopher rather than as a theologian, you do quite quickly realize that the way you talk about, for example, human life, the way you talk about sexuality and reproduction, there is very little in common that you can assume with your interlocutor, who will not often accept, for example, a quote from scripture or a quote from the catechism as a definitive go-to point for settling a disagreement. When you study philosophy, you might say the annoying thing about studying philosophy is that everything is questioned. There's always a why to everything. It's a bit like talking to young children who I think are natural philosophers in that respect. I have a son, a very young child at home, so I know that from personal experience. It's always about why this and why that in philosophy. And obviously, when you're a Catholic doing philosophy, you know that these questions do terminate somewhere, but it's very difficult to convince somebody who doesn't come from a Catholic perspective. But it does force you, I think, to use the language of natural reason to convey difficult truths.